Good morning, day 2. It's almost 7. We've been up for a couple hours. We got a little fire going.
I'm all the way down here. Hello.
Didn't really do anything, just kind of got our stuff together, made a fire. It did get a little bit chilly last night for me, even on the cot. I only have a tiny little fleece blanket that I actually just grabbed from the car before we came down here. How did you sleep?
I slept like crap. I kept waking up because I was cold.
So one mistake that we made was when we put her tent down, we didn't put a layer of like pine or leaves or grass or whatever. So I think this morning while we're out, we're going to try to find something to layer underneath her tent to soften it and insulate, since she doesn't have a cot or anything, no ground pad, nothing. These are adjustments we'll be making once we get all the information, so to speak, on what we need to add. I've got a ton of extra stuff, obviously, because that's my entire bag. But I got a ton of stuff that I can add to her bag to make it a true survival bag. So right now we're actually heading out. We're gonna go downstream instead of upstream. Upstream is the bridge where the carp are supposed to be. It's where we caught those 2 fish last night. So we're gonna go downstream, and we're probably gonna go pretty like a couple miles, because most of this downstream section is really shallow, unfortunately. So, all right, adventure awaits. All right, so we got this little pool right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little crayfish trap there. Maybe we'll get some minnows we can use as bait, or crayfish we can use as lunch. So it's one of these collapsible dealios. You can find these in 1,000 different places. Amazon, Bud K. This particular one came from Temu. It's a small one, which is going to hopefully be perfect size for that pool. And for bait, this little pink zipper pocket thingy here. I don't know why they made it pink, but everything else I've ever had was green. There's not a whole lot of room in there. I don't know if I'm going to get what I want to put in there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to...
Found a chunky claw. That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a chunker. I've actually got dog food. This is just El Cheapo dog food. Going to pack this as tightly as I can. Alright, so now we got our little pouch full of dog food. I don't know if you can see it in there. And then I'm actually going to add one of the fish heads from last night into the bottom. Hopefully that'll...
Here's the bluegill. Don't remember if you...
In you go.
We got a bluegill and a rock bass last night. We're going to put the bluegill head in the bottom of the fish trap.
So we kept the heads to use in the traps and the gills to use as bait on the hook.
I was actually kind of surprised that they were biting at all last night, especially with the amount.
So now I need to find a place to tie this off on.
the line was longer, I'd say right there.
I might have to use some of my bank line. I mean,
What a big ass frog.
it gave me like 3.5 feet of line, but I don't think that's enough.
Huh?
The deepest part is going to be over there. Scusi.
Men strapping it to this thing.
Well, I want to get it over there. Alright, so there we go. Got it in the water in a nice little deep spot. Hopefully this brings us some crayfish, minnows, water snake, I don't even care. And try our luck at this little hole. Well, she's gonna fish. I'm gonna look for carp. That's my primary thing. We saw something swimming around this rock. And it looks like good structure, so we're gonna give it a shot. Yeah, there's a big guy in there swimming around. There's a big guy in there swimming around. He's on the other side of the rock right now. He's heading towards the right side. He's just swum around this back side, so he's going to be on that back side. I don't know what it is, but it's big enough for me to see it from here. I'd guess it's another rock bass. Over there. See that other rock in the water? He just went over there. I do not. So here we have what probably looks like a familiar area to some people. This is what we call the hole back home. What's left of it anyway. Right there used to be a bank. And then right here we've got this nice ledge where the water comes through, and right where the shadow is right there, right where the shade is, it's about 12 feet deep right there, hence the hole. So this spot I fished in for years and years and years and years. Hopefully this will produce for us. We tried fishing a couple smaller holes on the way up here. This was a very long trek. We left camp almost 2 hours ago. Took us a while to get down here between stopping and fishing and all that stuff. But yeah, so she's got her pole. We got some bait that we're going to try out, and I'm going to actually try to use a small pole myself. It's a micro pole. We'll see that in a sec. Okay, so this is the pole that I'm going to be using. This is the little Proficiency, I believe, is the brand name. Yeah. This is tiny little backpack rod. It comes with 2-pound test on it, so we'll see. I went ahead and already strung it through because it comes with a special cable. You tie the string to it and then you run the cable through. And I went ahead and I tied a clip on there so I don't have to do that a whole bunch. So we're going to see if this thing is worth the 20 bucks I spent on it at Walmart. Let's see if this little thing can catch me a fish while you work on that. I'm just going to jig across this little ledge. Got it. Actually, you didn't bend the hook. Nope. Learning how to cast this thing is like a whole nother. There we go.
Another one.
Wow, that was a jumper. He's a fighter.
There he is.
Oh, that's a smallie. Put him on the stringer. We got to check his length. He looks like he's probably not big enough.
Hey, got it.
Over there, tied to the root. That was Let's try it again. This is definitely taking some getting used to. Let's try it again. Nope.
It took me 2 casts
No, I had it. I was just trying to overhand and now it's being goofy. Why is it not releasing when it's supposed to? I'm not expecting a whole lot out of this. Well, I know what the problem is. I'm still holding on to it when I'm supposed to be letting go. There we go. I figured it out. I just want to catch like one fish on this. I'll be happy. I'll be stoked.
So far, I've caught
You're knocking out the species game, so to speak. You got 3 different species. Nobody saw that.
Mom.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I had him. He let go. Or did he? No, I got one. Rock bass. Yeah, he's little.
Oh my.
Ha yeah. Let's go. He's like 6 inches. All right, so we're done here at the fishing hole. We've been here for a few hours. Not a whole lot biting, but we did get 5 fish. 4 rock bass, 1 smallmouth. It's barely legal. So we got about an hour and a half, hour 45 trek back to camp, where we will then make lunch. All right, so there's our spoil. We're gonna get this fire going. I'm gonna get them filleted while she works on that. Whew, that's a long journey. It's almost an hour. It's probably over an hour and a half to get to where we were at, plus the giant hill, which I'll show you guys at some point. The hill that we have to go down and up repeatedly. There you have it, fried bass. That's what's for lunch. And I used a different seasoning. I used ginger teriyaki. Alright, so we took a little bit of rest and relaxation time after that very large adventure. We ate 2 of the fish. So now we're actually going to go down to the fishing spot where we were yesterday under the bridge. Hopefully we get something else, and then when we get back we'll eat dinner and honestly probably turn in for the night because I am bushed. So here we are back at the bridge hole. Been here for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. We did discover that the carp are back. Carp are back. Not as many as before, but there's some pretty good sized ones in there. There's one in there that's easily 2 feet long. Not able to get him. I tried multiple times with the harpoon attachment for the Hellhawk. The water's where they're sitting. The water is too deep. The arrow keeps zooming past them. So we went ahead and tried the We went ahead and tried this guy. This pole is actually from, or it's a collapsible pole from Temu that is for a collapsible net. And it's the only thing that they sell that has an 8mm lug. This tip here, the glue actually came undone on it, so now it's only on there with pressure. So we're probably not going to use this much, if at all. And we tried the magic bait. What's it called? Magic bait? Whatever. You buy it in the store. It's the pink stuff for carp and catfish.
Magic bait strawberry.
Yeah, the strawberry magic bait. We tried some of that. They didn't seem to be too interested, but they also might have been stressed out from us poking at them. So we're going to leave, head back to camp, probably for the night. We're going to make a stew with the last of the fish that we caught earlier today. Or not really stew, but a soup. It's more just fish and seasoning broth. I went ahead and I set up a bank line with some of that magic catfish carp bait on it. So hopefully in the morning we'll have something on there. We'll see you back at camp. Here we have our fish soup. Made it with the remaining fillets, skin on, a bunch of seasoning. You can see all the fat on the top. I'm gonna pull these bones out here.
Still some, they clumped up a little bit. But there you go. There's your soup.
Got my spoon.
You found your spoon? Congratulations.
Get some broth with it. Yep, that's fish soup. Still a little bit hot. I'll let it cool down. And what are you doing right now?
Boiling water
And why is that?
because I'm hungry.
What's wrong with the fish soup?
Nothing. Just a little bland. Not to mention the fact that
So what
there's
you're
no
saying is
vegetables.
you're using one of your cheats.
Yes. I'm using one of my sheets.
And what does that mean?
Oh.
Go ahead, show us. Go ahead.
I don't know. I lost? I don't know.
Nope, just go ahead and show us what you're about to eat. No, not that.
Spicy Asian style noodles.
Yeah. Okay. Just so we're clear, I still have my MRE.
So,
So how's your noodles? You cheater.
spicy. They're good though.
Why don't you go ahead and show us what they look like?
They look weird.
I think you put too much water in it.
Actually, I didn't. They look weird. They're good though.
You enjoy your cheating noodles.
Hot. They're still hot. Blech.
All right, well, It's about 10 o'clock at night, so it's bedtime. So on to day number 3. See you tomorrow.
Booga, booga, booga.